British intelligence has reportedly played a key role in the latest push on Tripoli by rebels. According to a report in the UK daily The Telegraph, MI6 officers advised the rebels on the strategy behind the operation and a plan drawn up weeks ago. For more on that, let's cross to RT's Ivor Bennett, who is in London. So, Ivor, we know the rebels had NATO air support for their push into Tripoli, but now it seems they were being guided on the ground as well, if these reports are true.
Yes, it seems like the British had a bigger hand in all of this than they originally let on. The British press today reporting that a team of intelligence officials have been operating in the country for some months now. People like spies, spooks, ex-SAS officers giving advice to the rebels after it emerged that the rebels were this haphazard bunch, untrained, and that they'd need some help if they were actually going to topple Gaddafi. Now, the mandate that NATO have been operating under in the country did not include ground troops, of course, so this has been quite a clandestine, off-the-grid operation. And William Hague, the UK Foreign Secretary, was keen to stress that the advice and kit that they've been supplying to the rebels has been non-lethal, things like night vision goggles, body armour and telecommunications equipment. But it did emerge last night that they did also have a big hand in coordinating this assault on Tripoli that's been in the pipeline for some months now, apparently, with weapons, fighters and communications equipment being smuggled to secret weapons dumps around Tripoli. Then when the Air Force paved the way over the weekend, bombing strategic communications depots belonging to Gaddafi, that paved the way, the signal was given, and then the assault on Tripoli began to surprise Gaddafi's forces. And whilst the British government knew it was going to happen, they too, it seems, were surprised that all the events happened so quickly.
And Ira, what about elsewhere in the EU? To what extent are other countries involved in what's going on in Libya at the moment?
Well, the reaction across Europe has been the same, and that is that what happens next has to be in the hands of the Libyan people, so they're in charge of their own future under a democratic leadership. That's the main message coming from all the EU states, really. But there is some contradiction to all of that under the question of when does it start, with some reluctance as to from European leaders into bringing out and withdrawing the NATO troops. Yesterday we heard Cameron saying that they'll stay there for as long as it takes. Clearly they think it will take longer than is desired. And also Downing Street last night actually refused to rule out bringing in UK troops as peacekeepers should the transition that they're all talking of descend into anarchy. And they've even got 200 UK troops stationed in Cyprus ready to be deployed to Libya at the drop of a hat should they need it. So clearly, despite all this talk of transition and handing over power, there is some confusion and ambiguity as to when they'll actually start and finish.
All right, Ivor, thanks very much indeed for bringing us this update. Ivor Bennett reporting from London for us.